I think we have a caller. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Is that you, Mr. President?
I'm in the West Wing right now having a gigantic piece of chocolate cake for breakfast.
Mr. President, you have
chocolate cake in front of me. It's the size of the United Nations.
So, Mr. President, I'm going to read back to you this very troubling tweet that you've written about my brother. Alec Baldwin, whose dying mediocre career was saved by his terrible impersonation of me on SNL, now says playing me was agony. Alec, it was agony for those who were forced to watch. Bring back Daryl Hammond, funnier and far greater talent. Mr. President, why would you take this attack on my brother and his impersonation of you?
First of all, everybody knows that Stephen Baldwin is the best Baldwin. Okay, number one, far ahead. Stephen Baldwin is a great American who gets it. Okay, he gets it. Whereas number two is Daniel Baldwin. I'm so grateful to you for having me on the air. Fantastic. Billy Baldwin and the commie lefty Pinko Baldwin. Democratic tradition. And then Alec Baldwin is like, he might as well just be like Che Guevara. Okay, he's like a third world communist. Okay,
Mr. President, you take a lot of time on social media. Aren't there other affairs of state that require your attention when you take so much time to? Is this a distraction to you? You seem to be addicted.
Let me just say this. Okay, I got this. Okay, I got this. Okay, I'm the president. I won. Okay, I'm a multitasker. I've always done a lot of things. I've always had 5 or 6 girlfriends at the same time. Okay. I can handle a lot, okay? I always put a lot on my plate. I can always handle it.
Well, now, ironically, Mr. President, on the other line, joining us in the conversation, is my brother, Alec Baldwin. Xander, are you there?
Yeah, hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, we've got the president on the phone right now, and he's written this terrifying tweet about you, about being a mediocre actor and that your impersonation is not that great. I have to say, Mr. President, I don't agree. I think he does an amazing impersonation of you, and I think that it has gained a lot of talent and awards for my brother. Why are you so obsessed with what my brother is doing, sir?
Okay, first of all, Daniel, now you've gone down the list. Okay, you're down there in the bottom with Alec and Billy. Okay, you were number 2. Now you're number 7 out of 4. Okay, which is hard to believe, but do the math; it really works. Okay, you're 7 out of 4.
Xander, do you have any response to the president's attack on you today?
Well, if impersonating Trump and doing it, by the seat of our pants here on SNL these last several months is the definition of mediocrity, then I'll take it. Okay, we're doing our civic duty, and we're doing the best we can with what we have. I mean, here we have this guy who is probably the greatest presidential impersonator we've ever seen in history, and but we're just trying to make it work on a live TV show on Saturday nights. And I'm sorry that the president doesn't appreciate or have a sense of humor about it. But one thing I would hope he would do is tell his wife to stop calling me for tickets to the show.
I've often said in reference to this, and this thing gets fired out this morning on Twitter, I had such a hard time and struggled with the fact, could he be that stupid? That he would do and engage people the way he does. And I gotta say, I know people around him for this first year have said, please put that phone down. And the more old school Republicans that don't relate to what he's doing. And now I've come up with the conclusion that he's Harry Houdini. That he's a master at getting you to look over here by using this social media outlet, while God knows what else he's probably really doing while we're paying attention to walls being built and tweets that he's putting out. Are we falling into the game that he wants?
People have analyzed that to death about his chaos strategy, and he's a genius because he keeps everybody off their toes. And all I care about now is how people can take care of their families. How do they pay for their families? To be struggling to make ends meet if you're a mother or a father, and to pay for things for your children, that's really all I care about in our society. And one thing that's helpful is if you think the president has some empathy for what you're going through. And there have been wealthy men who've been president before. Kennedy was wealthy. Both Bushes were wealthy. We've had wealthy men in this position before. But they had some degree of empathy that is just, it's just numbing to me that that's missing to the degree that it is. It's just numbing that it's missing to the degree that it is.
Yeah.
Can I have my rebuttal, by the way? Can I have my rebuttal?
Yeah, Mr. President, you've heard the words about empathy and being wealthy and being maybe in touch a little bit more with those who are not of the elite socioeconomically in this country. And you seem to, according to Alec Baldwin, you seem to be out of touch with these people. Is there anything you want to say to them, sir?
Every time Babe Ruth would stand up and he would point to the fences and say, I'm going to hit this one for little Timmy. Some kid was sick. I'm going to swing a home run for some kid who's dying of some terrible disease. I do the same thing. When I tee off at Mar-a-Lago, I go to my resort country club and I play golf. And as soon as I step up to the first tee, I sit there and say, I'm going to swing this drive. I'm going to hit this drive for little Timmy. I don't know little Timmy. I've never met little Timmy. I don't know what little Timmy's challenges are, but I just say that as a mantra in my own mind because I am empathetic. I'm one of the most empathetic people that I know. Okay?
I'm sorry, sir. Did you say you're one of the most pathetic people you know?
I'm one of the most... Daniel Baldwin, now you've gone down to number 29 out of 4, okay? Now you're 29 out of 4. Your surliness, your rudeness, okay? You're very rude. You're very rude, okay? I've got to run because I got a tee off time. I'm late. I'm choppering over to the course right now. I'm going to go play some golf, clear my mind so I can do great things to make America great again. Thank you very much, Daniel Baldwin.